Hello my fellow agents and welcome to a new tutorial series. We're going to cover Eris. There's been a lot of discussion about Eris versus Discord, but I thought I'd jump ship to Eris and we're going to get a basic bot up and running in Eris. Now, like my Discord.js series, there will be a token on the screen, but by the time this video comes out, the token will be reset. So, first things first, we want to create a new folder on our desktop. Open the folder. I'm going to use VS Code. You can use whatever you want, but I'm going to open the folder with VS Code. It opens it as a project. But first things first, we want to open up the terminal. Now, there's a sweet little shortcut. If you do Control and apostrophe, it'll bring up the terminal. So first things first, npm init y, which basically just auto agrees and creates the package file, which is what we want. But I'm going to quickly jump in the package file and change it to MIT, because if I don't change that, you guys can get into trouble for using the project. Everything else is fine, but whilst we're here in the terminal, we'll initialize a GitHub or a Git repository. It'll come in handy if you decide to share your project online. And we're going to install Eris. But yeah, a lot of people, when Discord.js version 9 came out, a lot of people got really annoyed that they completely overhauled how messages were sent. So quite a lot of people have jumped ship to Eris. And if you're from the version 8 days, you'll probably recognize some methods and to how things are done. But as you can see here, we've got 120 files in our fork that are not committed. So we're going to create a new file, and we're going to call it gitignore, but it's .gitignore. And if we do /node_modules / as soon as we save this folder, the nodes folder should go grey. See, it's gone grey. Now there's only 3 files, which is gitignore, package lock, and package.json, which is fantastic. I'm also going to use it to ignore our configuration file, which we are about to create. Having certain things like tokens and variables and whatnot in your config.json file means you can share your code online if you've set up a gitignore correctly, which we have. So token, and whilst we're here, we shall get a token. So create a new app. I'm going to call mine Eris tutorial bot, and I'm going to create the app. Okay. Since my first tutorial on Discord.js, this has changed slightly. You have to scroll pretty much all the way to the bottom now to find this section. But we could click create a bot user. It's a one-way thing, so if you didn't want a bot user, you have to delete the application and start over. But we want a bot application. Okay. There is a bit of a bug. If you click save and refresh, okay, not refresh, and go back out of it and go back into it. Oh, that's not. Usually that ends up being ticked. Oh, but yeah, we're going to reveal a token. We're going to copy the token, and we're going to put it in there. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Okay, now we've done that, I want to actually, let's close that for now. We're going to actually create our file. Now, according to the package, the main file is index, so we'll stick with that. Right click, click new file, index.js. Right, first things first, we've got to require Eris. Now, this is where you're going to start seeing a few subtle changes, but don't worry. Const client equals new Eris. Require. You can do this too, you can deconstruct, you can require, but since there's only just the token, I thought I'd do this. Oh, token. Okay. Now, now we want to do our ready event. Client.onReady. See, this part you'd probably think I was doing a discord.js tutorial. It's pretty, very similar. Console.log online and ready. That will let us know that the bot is online and ready. Now, we're going to define a prefix. We're going to do that first. So let's do const prefix, since we're not going to be redeclaring it. Pardon me. And it's going to be a string, so we'll do e dot 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 e dot. Okay, that's sorted. We'll throw in the message event. This is where it's slightly different. Client dot on message create message, and this is where we out my eyes. This is where some of it's going to look really familiar, because a lot of the properties are very similar. Not every property is like a one-for-one, but with us dealing with strings, this is pretty much spot on. So, if message.content.starts with prefix, or message.author.bot return. Now, if you're unsure what properties are on these things, if you just go to the Eris docs, which is abal.mo/eris/docs, and scroll down to the message, it's arranged alphabetically, it goes sideways as it goes down. Activity, application, attachments, author. So it's a user object or user type. And right here is bot. So that's pretty much similar. So basically, if the message does not start with, because I've reversed the boolean, or the message author is a bot, return. So now we want to set up arguments. We're not actually going to go make an argument command, but you'll see what we're doing. Const args equals message dot. 1 second, what was that? Content dot slice prefix dot length dot trim. No, not trim. Trim dot. What was it? Split. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay. And now, const command args dot shift dot to lower case cast. Okay. How long have we been going? 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. So what we're doing is we're slicing the prefix length off, which in this case is 2 characters. And then I think it's trimming extra white space, and then it's splitting by white space. But then this shifts out the first argument, which is typically the command. So it's taking the first entry of the array out of the args array into its own variable. So there's that. So we're going to do something slightly different, because we covered if statements in my Discord TS tutorial, so we're going to cover switch statements in this one. So switch case key command, if command case is ping client dot message dot create. Oh wait, no. No, what am I doing? It's because that message event's thrown me. Create message dot no, not dot not comma even, channel dot id comma pong, and we'll do another one. Case foo client dot create message dot channel dot id go away. Bah, humbug. I don't want to break. Okay, so that'll pretty much respond with pong to ping and bar to foo. But we're missing one thing. Client.connect. Now, if I was to launch this right now, it would log in and it would work. However, we haven't invited it to the guild yet. So, go back to your developers page, scroll up until you see your client ID. This used to actually be different, because way back when, it used to be bot ID and client ID. Then they weren't the same. But we need to go to permissions calculator. Now, Discord do have their own, but I prefer this one. It's simple. Just throw that in. And an Eris guide. Authorize. Now, it's probably going to ask me to do a capture. Yeah. Mountains or hills? Bridges. That's pretty much all of them, isn't it? Come on. Okay, there we go. Authorized. Okay. And there it is. Now, let's actually bring up the terminal again. Control apostrophe. If you hit this, it kills the terminal and it will wipe the memory. That's why there's nothing on the screen. So let's launch the bot. Fingers crossed. For some reason it takes a while on my system. I don't know why. Here we go. Online and ready. And there it is, it's online. Okay. Moment of truth. Bong e dot foo. Now let's try something. Perfect. So basically, if we didn't have this thing in, it would try to react with various things. But normally I wouldn't show you this, but this is what a lot of bot people do, bot developers. Create message.channel.id. We're going to do something different. Command is not recognized. Okay. Command is not recognized. Actually, no, let's leave it at that. Save it. It's restarting. Online. Now, if we were to do e.boo, boo is not recognized. E.help. Yeah. A lot of people do that, and it's very, very annoying. Don't do that. Just because I showed you how to do it doesn't mean you should. It's a very bad and extremely annoying practice. So, yeah. You want it to silently fail. So, e.help silently failed. Well, guys, that will do it for this episode. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and comment below if you want to see more. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. And remember, coders do it with a semi. Bye. Gotcha. April Fools. Bye for real.